Greetings everyone, my name is Ettervel, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Wildermyth. Unfortunately, due to a technical glitch that occurred while recording this episode, the first 20 minutes or so don't have any game audio. I tried my best to replace it with the appropriate game music. Fog descends sometime after dark. It casts an unhealthy shade over everything. As they approach Atlia earthworks, an unfamiliar odor comes to them, chemical and tech coating the insides of their cheeks, turning mealy in their mouths. Pressing on, the air grows denser, fouler, and then they see it. And as always, for full disclosure, I received a key from the developers in order to let's play this title. As they move to destroy the strange edifice, a hiss slices the air at their backs. The creature hasn't seen them. Oh goody, Gorgons. Let's destroy the altar first, it probably gives it buffs. Before the beast can react, Alden and Lance have torn the edifice down, destroying its balanced articles and stomping the spell apart. So it was worth it. It's only one enemy too, I think, assuming it doesn't call for backup. And just for safety, I'll aid him for some extra HP, although already he has a lot of armor. Now imagine if I can get tier 3 armor on him. Oh wait, he's actually in the other room. Silly me. I was preparing for an ambush in this room. As much as I'd like to open the door this turn, again, not gonna risk it. Oh, there you are. And now I'll wait for him to come to us. Or to shoot immediately. For all the time prepared with Alden, Lance did most of the damage. Well, Alden's gonna retire at the end of this chapter. Rats, I was hoping he would stay until the end of chapter 4. That's not good. The Gorgon dead and the fume-throwing glass assemblage destroyed, for a moment they can only stare at the twin wrecks and hope this will be enough to stem the sickness. The sun begins to rise, and the world awakens. In the course of a few moments, the dark cloud of the Gorgon spell has blown apart, fading into memory. Alden and Lance find no more reason to linger. They head home, where they will find the wasting illness that threatened to overwhelm their town has mysteriously vanished. So let's upgrade her ASAP. Mystics last the longest before retiring, followed by Hunters, then followed by Warriors. Let's give Les some time to shine. He needs some experience. Lilma never told anyone. In fact, she often wondered whether it had truly happened at all. A death curse had been laid on her head as a girl, the words of some weird warlock whose wrath had been stirred. A vulture voice shrieked in Lilma's sleep, returning each year on the night of a shadowed moon. Many years went by. As springs piled up, Lilma began to feel a clutching hand at her heart. Death might come at any night now, it seemed. So at last she confided in someone. She chose the person she cared for the most. They traveled to the whispered home of an exile, an old mystic reputed to have studied curses and their counters. The man shines a light on their faces. They tell this exile mystic about Lilma's curse as he fries eggs in a bluish bath of milk, salt, and crushed herbs. Jorverdon. There are two separate opportunities happening at the same time. A rocky mount yawns before them. They make their way down through the dark. They're able to duck and slide through a jagged crack in the ancient stonework. Mortar and stone crumble still more as they scrape by. On the other side, hope she doesn't get cursed. The pair of them dig in the hard cold earth. The cave air is cool, their foreheads steam, and they don't speak. Chop and scuff of shovels, echoes, grunts, and heavy breaths. Deeper and deeper, the hole widening, the soil rich smelling, smoky and sharp. And then... oh rats, we broke the statue. Not good. In the earth where they dug, a green jewel glows brightly. The ghost shouts wordlessly and attacks. Spectral hero. For once we're facing off against a human enemy, or someone who used to be human. Well, that was easy. Jorver just one-shot him. That was kind of anticlimactic. The significance of the encounter will only become clear to them later. Lance and Lilma take the long trip back to the cottage of the exile, making good time but mulling all over what they've seen and done. Doubt and confusion creep over them. Still, it's not enough for them to turn back from their course. Lance displays the Dwemer emerald they found buried under the hero statue. In the air glows green and lowly pulses with sound, like the beating of vast wings in an otherwise silent sky. Back in the exile's windowless cottage, he takes the jewel and coaxes open a sleepy old tome. Translucent pages whisper by, old silvery ink gleams in candlelight. The implications of such a thing aren't entirely clear, but it seems too late for mistrust. Duin's face goes blank for a moment and the indiffusion forms, first between him and the stone, next bringing Lilma in and locking them together in a strange wobbly light. Lilma feels a shadow presence exit her body, leaving her heart and mind clear. There's a smell of fresh blood though. For a moment, pain contorts Duin's face and wild colors swirled under his skin. And then the shadow passes into the jewel. The bonds interfusing them fade away. He drops a jewel and gleefully crushes it beneath his foot. Next, the house explodes. Well, that was random. Duin stands tall amidst the wreckage. So that was his plan all along. As they move to attack, the man is gone. The Vulture Lord has been unleashed. Well, that sucks. At least she's not gonna die now. So that was actually Lance's mission. Now what's going on over here? So time for Lilma to complete her own opportunity. I like to think of these as equivalent to the paralogs in Fire Emblem, various side stories. Let's intimidate him. If he ends up joining the party as a warrior, then end result will be really good. Well, that wasn't too bad. I was expecting there to be an encounter. That combos well with the long reach she has. Now let's recruit someone else. Oh, we can't actually recruit. We need more legacy points. Alrighty then. Time to assault the next place. So essentially we have 2 hunters, 2 warriors, and 1 hunter. Wait, a trick's actually helping us? Yeah, I would like a Trixel party member. I mean, we had a Mordecai party member during one of the previous campaigns. Dratrix. That's a new one. We probably should have killed it instead then. But it's on our side. I guess it worked. Perhaps he's the one who'll wield the spear next. Actually, for safety, I should give Varn some more HP. I'll keep him in here as a spy. At least I can rely on you. I wonder if the Seeker is going to stay throughout the rest of this adventure as a pet. That would be amazing. Not good. She's in front of the door. Alright, Varn, you get the finishing blow. Or not, there's more of it. I better get Swan in then. I'm a bit worried that she's gonna get ambushed. And I see where the last enemy is, it's over here. Oh wait, you didn't hear any sound, Jaden? Can you hear it now? It should be transmitting now. A good start for Chapter 3. And I just realized, for the last part of Chapter 2 and the first part of Chapter 3, the game audio was muted. At least on the streaming and recording side. So in post, I'll add in some of the game's music. Sadly, no sound effects though. I could recruit someone else. I'll save up for the next one. Let's see what our next invasion is going to happen to. Alden, you need to rush over here. Of course, it's there. Time to prepare defenses then. We'll get there just in time. How many people will we have here? Only 5 people. I wish we had all 7 members of our band. Let's get everyone in position. I'll edit in some of the game's music for the parts where it was muted. No, it isn't, Roxas. This game is paid and currently in early access. Something's here too. More of them. Jeez, thankfully I never encountered any of these during my Trixels campaign. Oh no. There goes my barriers. I have to move on from here so I don't get splinter blasted to death. Well, we ran right into that trap. This is the toughest incursion defense mission I've had yet. And this is only chapter 3. Stupid AI. Ran right into the fire. I just realized I also lost my Seeker, sadly. It was only for that one mission. Let's see that Trust stupidly walks into my attacks. And that was it. Got a bit dicey at the start, but not by much. No, I want to replace the Lumberaxe. 2 newbies and 3 experienced heroes. And while this goes on, I can have the other 2 people work on fixing that. The Great One, where someone gets trapped. We've seen it several times before. We're gonna face off against the Great One and a bunch of Mordecai. I thought the Great One was a Gorgon, not a Mordecai. Well, the Great One was named by the villagers, so they could be wrong. Les pulling his weight already. Not good. What is its range? I'm gonna try taking out the Great One ASAP. Not really. I haven't been paying that much attention to indie releases for the past few weeks. Seven to 9 damage, yikes. What does hobbling do anyways? It just reduces speed. And I'll have 1 HP left in the next turn. Didn't get into range, I see. So far, this mission has been going surprisingly well. Nothing has gone horribly wrong. Mainly because the enemies are neatly coming in order of each other. I need to get in range of that wardrobe though. At this rate, if I want to pierce through its armor, I need to either shred it or use magic attacks. Or use piercing attacks from my archers. Seriously, I feel the hunters in this game are like myrmidons. Fire Emblem Myrmidons to be specific, the ones that have very high crit rate for their attacks. True that. I like to refer to them more as being ranged myrmidons. I knew that Trixel would have gone for Lee. Not Lee, less. That was a bit strange animation. The enemy's built to counter turtling strats. I still don't get how I can fire through here. The angle looks a bit off. Well, I see, the left edge. Taking a bit risky there because Varn could have fallen. I know this area is infested, but I'll leave it as such. How much time do I have? Ah, sure. I need my people to heal up anyways. I don't know, Fire Emblem currently has more variety. And again, this game is in early access. And you're right, Jaden. There are probably some interesting indie titles out there. They're just not getting as much attention. Check out YouTube channels like Clemmy Games for the latest indie releases. Uh-oh. Ghost Bear. It's only one-on-one. Can we take it on like this? We can take it on. And it only attacks once per turn. I was worried it's like one of those Crixels which could attack twice. So that bear devoured the souls of many travelers and heroes. Yet again, we have the chance of getting an egg. Should I go for the risk? Sure. It won't result in my hero being killed if he fails, just injured. And we succeeded. Oh, Fire Spirit. And you know what? I want to give him the Fire Spirit. Lucky for the Fire Spirit to spawn in that close. That almost never happens. Alright, Lance. Finish the job. Wow. One shot. That's why you want dodge gear for your archers. Let's try that again. And this time he ends up blocking anyways. I guess because Juan was standing next to him. And somebody's gonna be running into the fire. I just know it. Fire leash is not working the way I thought it would. Second time's a charm. And it'll die in the next turn, so I'll ignore it. In an alternate universe, you lost your arm, Les. Here, your mother saved your life. I should be able to make it in time. So let's finish this chapter. Assuming there isn't another place where Mordecai are currently at. Nope, we have different characters per campaign. It's just that their visuals may look similar. I guess they'll increase the amount of visual diversity for characters in future updates. Remember, this game is currently in early access. Do I want to have a firearm or not? Yeah, give her the firearm. With this, I can literally set things on fire. Speaking of things having firearms, you're gonna need all the help you can get when you race in here. Ouch, that's gonna hurt. It'll die in the next turn, so it doesn't really matter. Ah, that was a bad move. I should have just used the flash cone for guaranteed blindness. In today's episode of burning everything to the ground, so that's what's happening up there, and that explains where all the enemies are infinitely coming from. At last, we have a better warrior. Flash Cone is a much better utility option. In the days after the last battle, what now? It's all the way over here, at Galpla Foundry. Let's go, team. Well, at least you two finished up. Because of no infested tiles, there can be no insurrections. The light had begun melting back into the earth as they trudged through hefty timberland. Yeah, this is where Kor's Forge is. Did something bad happen there? Just defend. Let's assume a better defensive spot. And get the team closer together too. I don't like how my team is really split up here. There's a door over here, so let's interfuse with this to have a spy cam. They're gonna probably spawn in from this door too. Let's pull her back. Wait. Let me interfuse with this and then pull back a bit with her. It doesn't really exactly remind me of Fire Emblem, it reminds me of tactical RPGs in general. That one's probably gonna go for Swan. Or not. Uh-oh. He's low on health too. Oh no. We have a problem though. I'm gonna use him for walling together. I'm going to have to get Swan over here to set fire to everything. Ah, what's with all the misses? Well, I know, RNG. If I fail this, I'll try again from the beginning. I should have just gone out of the building. Yep, let's try this again. Alright, for this second attempt, what I'm gonna do is exit the building from the north side and defend there. Staying in the building is straight up a trap, don't do it. You get overwhelmed by the enemies too quickly. That was a mistake I made earlier. Another situation also where I wish I had more than 5 party members. And because the wardrobe was out here all this time, that's why I got so easily overwhelmed. In fact, there was 2 of them. Once I'm done with these enemies, I'll take care of the butlers and watchers down here. Actually, I should wall with her, otherwise she'll die. And I'll keep Varn here as he's the tankiest. I hope the cavalry is coming sometime. Ah, still. Sorry, Swan. She'll live into the next chapter, though. Let's hope she keeps her... Yeah, she only lost her leg. I was worried she lost her firearm. Wait, is that it? Or are there more of them? I hope this is the last enemy. It's a trap to stay in the building. They patrolled the surrounding forest for 4 more days. There were no more Mordecai sightings, but no sign of Korot either. I suggest going to the north side first because of all those wardrobes. Otherwise, it's really easy to get overwhelmed. And still, Swan was maimed yet again. Thus ends Chapter 3. Which means Alden's gonna retire. Alden barely got any action during this chapter. He probably should have been in this mission. I feel like I got lucky. Lima's gonna retire at the end of this chapter too. And you can see the retirement ages right under the stats panel. A lot of our party members are gonna retire at the end of this chapter, and chapter 5 is gonna be the hardest one, so it's concerning. Varn and Les are gonna be left, along with Swan probably. So let's upgrade her wand, which somehow has not been upgraded any time throughout this playthrough. That explains why her attacks weren't dealing as much damage. Well, I guess this is it for gear upgrades. So let's take a brief overview of what we need to do next. We need to eliminate the remaining Mordecai bases and assault Pseudolore Arcanery over here. So there are about 7 or 8 areas to explore, and thankfully there's a mountain pass located over here. And before I do anything else, I need to recruit a new warrior, because I'm really sure one of my warriors is going to retire at the end of this chapter. In fact, because I have so many available legacy points, I might as well just recruit directly this way. I don't need another mystic now, so sure, let's give Coloma some time to shine. I wish there was descriptions of the skills right over there if you mouse over them. And so she starts at a level 1, so she needs some leveling up as well. But she starts out with the Cinder Rail, fairly powerful, and I want a Spear user anyways, to complement my Axe user. Because she needs some more experience, I'll send her with Barn and Les. I'll send the rest of them together over there. I don't want to send Alden into the next set of battles because he's gonna retire. In fact, Alden was supposed to retire at the end of the last chapter, but he didn't. Wait, ambushed? Oh, I guess my full party wasn't set up already. I thought they all were going in a group. This may be a problem. I'm mostly worried about the wardrobe, to be honest. Both sides. Actually, scratch that, let's run. If they're all coming from one side, this wouldn't be too bad. And that's why I love Flash Cone. Sadly means the enemies will power up. Now time to assault this place proper. I will restart battles if necessary, but I'll try avoiding restarting if there's a strategic mistake I make, like what just happened. The cold memories float into Lilma's head. How many adventures has Lilma had already? Passion of Bones, and Long Hidden. But as the figure began to fade, so did the memories. She's already part bear, she helped the other person. If Lilma concentrated, she could hold on to one. The memories seemed to take root as she walked, and by the time she reached the hollow tree, she was barely surprised to unearth the old bow. It's just a bone bow, but look at the potency. That means it's going to go on to... Huh, I guess not. Alright, Coloma, you get it. I was hoping to give it to Swan. Now we're attacking this place proper... What? But the team should have been here. Say I'm loading. That's not right. Sadly, that means he doesn't have the bow anymore. A very lucky hit there, with 25% chance. One of the situations where I wish I had one Mystic, especially Swan with her literal firearm. What is the max level for classes anyways? I think it's Golden Horn, judging by how the order's going. Let's cancel the job and work together to actually scout this out. Next up, I need to recruit another Mystic. Is there a recruitment spot somewhere? Yeah, up there. Well, she's gonna live for long enough, so I just want another hunter. So, Jorver, you're up. Let's give Alden some final action before he retires. Oh, whoops. By doing so, she can't do anything until I take over some of the regions. Fine with me. What? Wait. I'm not sure what happened there. Some of the scanning group got reset a bit. One of the glitches, probably. Or misunderstanding the UI a bit. The wardrobes in this game are literally walking tanks. So I guess the best option against them are mystics. Unless you can hide your hunters in silk step, but that's not always a consistent strat. Like if you start off facing off against them. Uh-oh. Let's hope they don't see him. I don't want to take the risk. Yep, found him. Again, I wish in a future update, this game implements faster animations. They're charming, yes, but they start to get old during the longer missions. Alright, now Jover should have enough to recruit. So let's do that after I complete this mission. And while this is going on, the other two can carve the pass. This is the scenario with the bards. 50-50 shot. Let's see if this works. It worked all the times before, and it worked yet again. I'll ignore catching his spirit though, too much of a risk. Also, I realize Swan really needs some armor. She can be one-shot by the Stormthroat or the Sky Singer. In fact, let's give her some armor right now. Alright, it's only a dart. I meant to click on him, but of course it went over here. I'm not sure why Flash Cone works on nothing then. That seems strange because it has no effect otherwise. It's not like I can arbitrarily attack any square using my regular attack. Double critical. Triple critical. The first time in this mission, Swan got crit. I wonder if that's foreshadowing something in the future. So now I can recruit someone. But what I need probably is another hunter. Or mystic. Let's bring out Bond. In fact, this is a good time to end off this episode. So during the next episode, I'll complete the rest of chapter 4 and hopefully the rest of the campaign as well. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!